Hi everyone. It's good to see you. It's been a while since I've done a staff video, and if you're new, you may not even know that I do staff videos. It's just, it's gotten away from me, and I'm sorry about that. I know there's a lot of you who really like these videos. I sometimes get in my own head and don't think I have anything to say, but today I have some big announcement to share with all of you. So that's why I've hopped on today, especially as we head into the year anniversary of closing all the libraries. But before we get into that, I just want to let you all know that I have been thinking about all of you quite a bit, especially with the storm that we had a couple of weeks ago. I just watched Mayor Price's final State of the City address. I'm going to put a link below if you'd like to watch it. And she describes Fort Worth as being a resilient and compassionate community. And I want to echo that sentiment. That's what I saw. For those of you who lost power, who lost water, who suffered, I'm so sorry that happened. I hope that we, by being closed, were able to ease your burden a little bit, and that you are feeling supported by the library as you recover. I want to take you back to a year ago. A year ago this week, I had just returned from Nashville. I went to the Public Library Association conference. I filmed a video there for you. We'd been hearing about this coronavirus thing, but at that point, we weren't really thinking it was going to have much of an impact, if anything. And then 2 weeks later, we closed all the libraries. It is incredible to think back. Not only did we close the libraries, but we were closed for 66 days. That's a long time to have all of the libraries closed. Many of you during that time continued to work, and many of you made calls to senior citizens to check on them. It's been a long time now, but we made 10,000 calls. We connected with 10,000 of our patrons, just checking in with them to make sure that they were okay and to see if they needed anything. That same link below of the Mayor's State of the City, if you want to skip ahead to minute 19, she mentions us and she talks about those seniors that we called. It's been quite a year. We reopened limited locations for curbside in May, and then since June, we've had about half our locations open to the public. Golden Triangle opened in August, Rise opened recently, can't remember exactly when, and it's now time to open the remaining locations to the public. This is going to happen on Tuesday, March 30th. So this is what this means. If there is a location that is currently curbside only, on Tuesday, March 30th, that location will open to the public. Now, I know you're going to have a million questions about what that means, and there's going to be a lot of information that's going to come out in the month leading up to March 30th. On a high level, I'm going to tell you a couple of things. One is that we will keep the limited hours and the limited days, Tuesday through Saturday, and then the hours that the other locations are currently open. So if you work at one of those locations that's curbside only as your home location, just know that the hours will be the same as when you are pod working at one of the open locations. We will continue to have limited occupancy, and we will let you know what the occupancy limits are for those locations that will open on March 30th. There will be no more pod working once everyone opens on March 30th. That means you will not be working at one location one week and another location another week. Everyone will return to their home location and you will stay there. And finally, we are going to stop quarantining library material. That is going to start a little earlier. That is going to start on March 16th. So March 16th, any returns are not going to be quarantined. And that's the way it's going to be moving forward. Again, you're going to get a lot of information about how this is all going to happen, but I'm just telling you that it is happening. Why is this change happening with the quarantine? Well, because we know a lot more in March of 2021 than we did in March of 2020. And the big thing that we know is that the virus is very, very, very rarely transmitted through touch, what they call fomites, from a surface to a body. There has been 0 documented cases of this happening. And in fact, down below, I'm going to link to a recent press release from the U.S. Department of Agriculture about groceries, advising people to stop cleaning their groceries if they're still doing this for the same reason. There is no scientific evidence for quarantining. So we're going to back off of doing it completely. If you have questions or concerns about this, please discuss with your manager. You can always email me, as you know. So to recap, March 30th, everyone's going to be doors open to the public, including the Central Library, although Central is going to be first floor only, and that's a permanent change. We're not going to open down here again. So first floor Central and everyone else is going to be doors open to the public. We are going to stop quarantining materials. We are going to stop working in pods, switching off locations. We're going to keep the limited hours and days, and we're going to keep the limited occupancy. Last thing I'll say is we are working through milestones that were presented to City Council back in October. I'm going to put those down below in the message. You'll see milestone 1 and milestone 2 are exactly this: opening the remaining locations, including Central. So we're on the path. We are on the path to full reopening, regular service. It's just going to take us some time. As always, you are welcome to email me, ask me anything that you would like, say anything to me that you would like. It's always, always lovely to hear from you. Thank you for everything that you do for our community every single day. Until next time, bye.